Dysfunctional vet. Now the camera may be bumped because I'm surrounded by dogs, a lot of them. Right here we have a tree that is falling over and it's headed towards my house. This tree right here that's still vertical is dead, and there's a tree in here and I'm not sure which one it is. It is also dead. We're going to be cutting this one and that one right there. It's leaned up into a pine. Now, what I'm planning to do, this thing is still affixed at the base down here. It's behind that white barrel. It's still affixed. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to reach up about 12 feet up and I'm going to start slicing that thing. I'm going to be cutting on this side over here and the top until such time as the saw begins to bind. The way you determine that a saw is binding is that the blade will catch just a little bit. There'll be a little more friction than normal when you're drawing the blade. When that happens, you're about to bind. Get your saw out because this thing will pinch on you. The reason being is because it's up in the top of the tree, and as it's cut, it's going to be bending like that. So it means it'll pinch the blade. So I'm going to get started cutting on that, and we'll come back and visit this when it's on the ground, and I'll talk you through more of it. This is a really good time for a frag. Let's see, where's my camera? There it is. Right here. You see that gap? The tree's coming down nice and solid, and that there's a gap. As I'm cutting this, the tree is moving back into vertical. I was putting a kerf on the top, and then I was going to move to that far side as I discussed, and I was going to finish cutting this thing, and then I was going to snap it out. What's happening is, as I'm cutting it, the tree, where's my camera? Here it is. The tree is moving back into a vertical position, and it's causing this kerf to open. So I'm going to continue to cut where I'm at, and the tree should be coming down more or less right where I was filming a moment ago. And as I say, that's about 14 feet up in the air, roughly ballpark speaking. And my reason for doing this is the summer house for the dogs, the Dasha. Sobokovich Dasha is right over there. Their country house is. And it's easier to cut this tree and snap it out than it is to move that thing, because that thing is 64 square feet. When you have big dogs, they need big square feet. So I'm going to finish cutting this, and as I get ready for this thing to actually break, I'll turn the camera back on. But I've got to put it in such a place as I can film and move and not hit the camera and not trip over my dogs as well, because they are all around me. You can hear them breathing. Listen. Oh baby, it just snapped. So I'm going to pan out just a little bit. Makar, Nemedved, Volk. Somebody else is up here. No, nobody else is up here. Pan this out just a little bit. Hey, 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 hey. No, 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 no. We're about to have a discussion of dominance right beside my camera setup. Oh, dogs. Oh. Hey. Go. Go. And that is how it's done. Let's look at what came down. Now, let me pan this back a little bit. Here's the bottom piece. It is at best 4 inches in diameter. As we come up here, we can see the debris field from where this tree came down. This tree is what you make root beer, I can't even talk, root beer from. You can see the rub right here where it was rubbing against that tree. It's been dead for a while. I've been debating how I was going to get it down, in part because I'm surrounded by large four-footed creatures that cause problems, and two, I wanted to avoid the dasha and my barbecue pit. Now the barbecue pit's not going to be hurt if it gets hit. I just didn't want to hit it. I have several more trees like this to take care of, and so I've showed you how I did this one. The others will be done the same way. Dysfunctional vat out.